told his ass, stop putting that booty meat in the refrigerator. I don't want to see that shit. Did you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Hold on. I don't like it. Hold on. Jeff. Yeah.
What?
Excuse me, sir. Why is this Baja Blast starting to taste like Baja Pass Out?
Oh, I thought those were my drinks.
No, what did I tell you about? That sleepy shit don't work on me. That sleepy shit do not work on me. I've been sipping on that shit all day. You know that. Sleepyhead? All day. Give me that bullshit. I'm gonna start putting this shit in your drink.
Is that Miralax?
Miralax? Yeah. They been calling me Shitty Booty Jeff. Keep it up.
Oh, no, we wouldn't want that. Sorry.
All right, now. Well, that boy Jeff tried to do me again. He tried to get some of this black sugary goodness. He can't have it. See, I can tell the difference because he used that powder shit. That powder shit make his teeth feel good. My shit go down smooth. Exactly. And I told his ass, stop putting that.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking the way, being a great, they slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Couldn't start the stomach like being punched in the face, and an instrumental was the last time that I...
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, we finish Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'd be a very long night for the defense.
It's my fucking fault.
Run for some big yardage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jameis to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And it's taken in at the 9. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Being chased out left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
We've got to give kudos to the offensive line carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and long that way.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Open man left side. It's the tight end Tremble. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Touchdown! DJ Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They go play action. Winston. Alvin Kamara really good on back-to-back plays. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The Saints had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Winston. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Winston on target to Olave for the Saints first. And here's Kamara on the read option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive over plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down and 4, Winston hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Second and 5 now. Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come in with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. To throw is Winston. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throwing. Winston. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier when the ball knocks free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? It's sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
There's a receiver right there. Come on, dog.
No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity.
Receiver right there.
And that earns him
Oh, that's running back.
You've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Winston. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get through. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mayfield on play action. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first one.
I threw the fucking wrong route.
A little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. A lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston now. The left side complete to Troutman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line. And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege.
I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. They had the guts of looking behind it. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we get you over to Orlando, standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. They certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride and stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
He's got the connection to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Again, he finds Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Over the gun, McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's ass. Bro, I mean, man.
Panthers. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two. He rifles one that's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a throw out line to Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Jameis to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. Here's Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards. A 10th carry for Kamara. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should use a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass.
And Winston lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. To throw, Winston. it's got
All right, Boomy, come on, bro.
Dante Jackson picks him. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And again, it's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down, Mayfield. Oh, look at the catch there by Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mayfield off the play fake. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield.
Fucking fake ass route. He's going out.
Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Saints 5. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Winston to throw for it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's got some space here. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
Touchdown, Saints! Jalen Gayton, 31 yards. And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. They'll look to throw. But they'll say it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. And look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They're giving them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
25 yards that time.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Mayfield on 1st down. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down, Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. First down, Winston. And Thomas has it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. To the air again with Winston. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
Onside kicks they're going to use in the next sequence. They hope they have a chance to win this game.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
He's going to look deep for more. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. Thrown out a little too far, brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. They're trying to take a shot. It's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive. They need 14 yards on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.